Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In this lecture, I would like to explain another example based on the strain energy. That is example 5. Find the deflection of the free end of a cantilever of length L carrying a uniform distributed load of W per unit turn over the whole span. See here, this is a figure. At one end it is fixed, another end it is free. It carries a uniform distributed load over its full span length of L. And here we are going to find the deflection at the free end. Already we solved the problems based on point load. There we can find the deflection under the load. But here a UDL is acting and we are going to find deflection at free end. For that purpose, you please take down one note point. Whenever a uniform distributed load is given, while using strain energy method, to make our calculations easier, introduce an imaginary point load at the point where we are going to find the deflection. See here what I am telling. Whenever an uniform distribution load is given like this, and where they are asking to find the deflection, so deflection at the free end, there we have to introduce an imaginary point load. See here, I am introducing an imaginary point load at the free end. So I am indicating with that Q. Okay. For example, in some cases, a simply supported beam with UDL is given, and there they are asking to find the deflection at the maximum bending point, that is exactly at the center. There also, while using strain energy method, it is better to take an imaginary point load exactly at the center, means wherever they are asking to find the deflection. Here they are asking to find the deflection at the free end. There I am introducing an imaginary point load. In the UDL with simply supported beam, there the central deflection is at the center. There also we are introducing an imaginary point load, means our calculations will be easier while using strain energy method. See here, introducing an imaginary point load Q at the free end. Then bending moment at section XX will be equal to Q into X plus WX square by 2. See here, first what we are doing here, I am cutting a section, means I am considering a section. And that section will be XX. I am considering a section that will be XX at a distance of X from free end, means here I am taking this one as A and free end as B. Here from here to here the distance will be so this is the distance of X from B, means here I am considering a section XX at a distance of X from the B, and up to this section I am considering the moments, means I am resolving the moments. See here there is a point load, so I am resolving this point load up to this section, means force into distance is the moment. Force is acting downwards, and here this is acting like this towards section X. Force into distance means Q into X. See here, which is acting clockwise, therefore I am taking positive. Here, and next one is uniform distributed load in the span length of X. This is also acting downwards, so therefore W into X into X by 2. So W into X is the load, distance is X by 2, half of the distance for the UDL, means W into X by 2, that is WX square by 2, and this is also acting clockwise towards section X, therefore I am taking positive here, for both will be positive. Therefore bending moment at section X will be Q into X plus WX square by 2. Then our next step is strain energy stored. So what is the formula for the strain energy stored? Integral of m square dx by 2a, 0 to L. So span length of 0 to L, m square dx by 2a. What is m here? So entire this value Q into X plus Wx square by 2. So substitute this value here. So first of take down here 1 by 2a outside, integral of 0 to L. So in place of m, substitute this value q into x plus Wx square by 2 whole square into dx. So simplify by your own, take down the reference of this model. See here, this is in the form of a plus b whole square, means expand that one, a square plus b square plus 2ab. See here, q into x, q square x square plus w square x power 4 by 4 plus 2 into qx plus wx square by 2. So I am expanding the form of a plus b whole square. Then in the next step what I am doing here, again I am better simplifying, means I am cancelling the possible terms, whatever it is going to possible to cancel here. Then in the next step I am applying integration for the x term, that is integral of x dx. So what is the formula for the integral of x dx? X to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. See here, integral of x square, x cube by 3. Similarly integral of x power 4, this one will be x to the power of 5 by 5. Again integral of x cube, that is x power 4 by 4. So that is upper limit minus lower limit. Take down individually or else take down combinedly like this. Then substitute in place of x L value minus lower value 0. So you will get only L value here. Q square by 3 into L cube plus W square by 4 into 520 into in place of x L value, upper limit value, which is L power 5. Again QW into L power 4 by 4. In place of x I am taking L value here. Then simplify this one. So here we want deflection at the free end. So already based on the strain energy we obtained this equation. So if you want deflection at the free end, I am taking directly by using first theorem of Castigliano, that is delta will be equal to dou Wi by dou Q. See here, dou Wi by dou Q. So what is Wi value here? Which is internal energy stored. So already you will get this equation. So take down entire equation, that is 1 by 2a2 up to here. I am take down entire equation here, that is this one, and again partial differentiate with respect to q. So in the next step what I am doing here, whatever the q terms here, I am partial differentiating the q terms with respect to q. See here, dou by dou q, 1 by 2a common outside, q square L cube by 3. So this L cube by 3 is constant here, and again partial differentiate with respect to q square will be equal to 2q, this one. And again here there will be no q terms, that is the reason we are taking that, we are neglecting that one. And again plus q into W L power 4 by 4. Again partial differentiate this term with respect to q. So partial differentiate with q will be equal to 1 times, that will be equal to W L power 4 by 4. See here, after partial differentiating you obtain this equation, that is 2q L cube by 3 plus W L power 4 by 4. In the first step what we are doing here, in the starting stage we are introducing an imaginary point load. So after obtaining the simplification, so by getting all the equation, what you have to do means take down that q equal to 0. So whatever we are introducing in the initial stage, I am taking that one equal to 0. So if I am taking q equal to 0. Then substitute that 0 value here in place of q. Then 1 by 2a into WL power 4 by 4. Again WL power 4 by 4 into 2, 8. Means you will get this value WL power 4 by 8 EI. Therefore deflection of the free end of the cantilever will be equal to WL power 4 by 8 EI. You please remember one note point here. While solving the model, whenever uniform distributed load is given, introduce an imaginary point load wherever they are asking to find the deflection. And in the final stage, after obtaining the equation, then you take down that imaginary point load as 0. Then directly simplify, you will get the answer. So I will going to solve the same uniform distributed load based on the simply supported beam. So in the same method, I hope you understand this lecture. If you really like this video, please like this video, share it to your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.